What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I got another video for you guys. This one you probably were not expecting. We are officially at 3,300 miles. Shout out to the guys. I'm gonna pull it all up. Nah, just kidding. I be reading the comment section. You guys hate that I keep the stickers on, but in all honesty, I don't know. I don't really think about it honestly a lot of the times. The only person that'll benefit is the next guy when they get it, and I think they'll just even peel it off too and wonder why I kept it on so long. So the S58 in the M3 and the M4 is an incredible engine, and like all other BMWs, with an exception of the F8X platforms, the chassis is highly capable of handling all the power, even in some tune applications. And ever since the DME's ECU, for those of you who don't know, has been unlocked from the guys over there at Femto. Once again, shout out to the guys over at Femto for doing the work. At Mission Performance, whatever happened to you? I remember you guys saying something like you've cracked it, but we've yet to see anything happen. What's going on, guys? These S58 powered cars have been hitting some really good numbers. 700 plus is what we've been seeing all day long from simple bolt-on cars like downpipes, not even intakes, a little bit of ethanol, and a tune. Personally, if you ask me, I feel like that is just the beginning. And these cars have a long way to go in tuning, but to be 100% honest with you, I don't think it's worth it. So coming from the B58 engine, this car has double the amount of turbos, double the fueling capacity. You can see high pressure fuel pump 1, ooh, this thing is hot, and then high pressure fuel pump 2 right in front of it. Just look how beautiful this thing is. This thing is freaking sick. I think this is around 503 crank, and the M3 and the M340 was 382 crank. To the wheel, I'm assuming it's somewhere mid threes, maybe 320, 330 to the tire. I gotta double check, I'll put the facts right here. Just a simple tune, shout out to my guy, Mike Body. Simple tune, downpipe and some E85, E50 to be exact, half ethanol, half 93. We were able to put down 515 wheel horsepower and 673 pound-feet of torque. That being said, 700 wheel arm. So that being said, 700 wheel, I don't know, it doesn't really impress me as much as many people may think, because, well, I would expect that out of just bolt-ons and an S58. It makes 503 crank from the factory. I think these things dyno at around 470 wheel horsepower. So I'm gonna go this way. The road's gonna be nice. Whew, look at that intake. Back to square one. In previous videos, I explained how much in shock and awe I am of how these M cars handle. They go around corners like nothing else. Like, I mean, I'm sure Porsche 911 Turbo S could do it better, obviously, because, well, it did. But yeah, in all honesty, it just makes so much more sense to butcher a car that does not feel as good as this one. There's no sense in taking a car that can handle so well and give it so much power that it really can't do the thing that it was designed to do anymore. Gutting this thing out, you see how beautiful this interior is? I couldn't imagine gutting this out. Carbon buckets weigh just as much as the original seats, so in order to go lightweight, you need to remove these seats and put something else, which, why would you do that in this car, you know? Like, why would you drive this car without door panels and a dash and a nitrous bottle in the back? It just doesn't make any sense to me. This is a full weight stock turbo dual fuel pump beast. Like, I think stock turbo limits are perfect for this car. People have even ran pures on this thing and it didn't perform how people thought. If you check out, I think, One Stock F30's channel, he actually has a G80 on there that ran 9.8 and a quarter mile with stock turbos, and then 9.7 with pures. So, I mean, it's really nothing to be had there. Now, I'm pretty sure as time goes on, when they make full frame turbo upgrades like Kratos or Kratos, or Big Boost comes out with something for the S58, I'm pretty sure you could shove a ton of power in these motors. But then there's the question of the rods. Them's equipped with the rods from the S63 TU4, which I think if you keep the torque around 800, you can hit about 1,000 wheel in those cars without any issue. But anything real and continuously beating on the car will really show the damages. Same thing with the transmission. You know, I think it can handle 1,000 wheels. It's the same transmission as the F90 M5 in these cars, and you know, they're larger frame. They are better than the B58. They're better than the smaller frame Trents that you get in the Supras or the M340s. However, time and time again, and launching and a whole bunch of crazy driving and hooning around, a whole bunch of loading up the drivetrain, I'm pretty sure it would generate a lot of heat and put similar wear and tear on those cars, on these cars as well, which would make you need a pure drivetrain upgrade or a transmission upgrade in the first place. So you get my point here. It's kind of not making any sense to it's kind of not making any sense to do so much to this car, because you're gonna need to do the same things, like, you know, upgraded rods and pistons and maybe even sleeve the block. Which, you know, I've spoke on me thinking that BMW is probably not even your best bet if you decide you want to just go, you know, straight line battling or whatever you want to call it. But for those of you who do, I would just stick with a B58 powered car, preferably a Supra. But if you can't fit in a Supra, then why not grab the M340? In the real world, constantly pounding on this thing, tremendous amount of launches and stuff like that, something is going to go. Port injection. This car has 2 fuel pumps, running high amounts of E, getting tons of power, obviously, because that's what you're aiming for. I'm pretty sure you're gonna max out the direct injection. From what I've read about direct injection, there is only a certain amount of time you have a window to spray the fuel into the cylinder, and, well, in all honesty, if you dump in tons of E, which needs more and more fuel, in the end you'll need port injection, which kind of cancels out the fact that you have 2 fuel pumps. Now, I know I don't know how to get home. I assume this is some form of highway. Where am I at? Now, I know the B58 and the S58 is like a huge jump up and a significant difference. However, what I'm trying to say here is this car does run a lower compression ratio than the B58, which would mean you need more boost to get the same amount of power. If you throw a 64, 66 on this, like I've said in my previous video a long time ago, and you throw a 64, 66 running the same amount of boost, you're gonna make more power in the B58 because just the higher compression. Now, there is someone who's shaved down the head and got higher compression, but let's face it, that's tons of work for a car that already costs so much money. Does it really make any sense? I think that's the name of the game here, is that you can make anything fast. You can make anything achieve what you want it to be, but there is a certain cost. And is the cost worth chopping up an S58? I mean, is it worth chopping up an S58, an already $100,000 BMW? And I got the rear wheel drive model, so there goes launching. I'll be honest, one of the reasons that I prefer to get the rear wheel drive models because you more so spin than break something. That's one thing I like. There's a car rolling up on me. What we got here? I'm be 100% real with you guys. If I had unlimited amount of money, this conversation may just have been a different way. I do agree with the whole idea is if you're gonna build something, then take the best of the best and just use that platform to elevate more and more. So in the end, I know a lot of you guys are gonna be in the comment section chewing me out, but personal preference, I wouldn't feel as bad about gutting on a car that is about half the price as these go for, or making it rattly and changing a whole bunch of parts to maybe alter some of the good handling that these cars come with. Put in the comment section below if you guys think I'm bugging, if I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm just insane. We're deciding to want to go with a Supra or an or even an M340 to I don't know, begin the journey to crush cars in a quarter mile. And like all other stats. Mike from Slow Speed. Hope you guys like this video. So let's be real here, man. Let's be real. I'm pretty sure this thing will get my car, but I still want to run it. Pressure. I'm gonna be real. I don't know who he's talking about when he say pressure, because I think I'll put a muscle on him. Oh, it sounds like a Lambo, bro. It sounds like a little Lambo. It sounds like a Lambo, bro. This is nice. Damn. Catalyst downpipe everything?